Okay, so so you go in back to the baseland, take your celebratory drinks, then immediately talk to Pietro. This is your chance to stock up before the next long mission. So stock up on sleep bolts. I mean, I've got plenty of extra money, so I'm just
Do these missions have names?
buying whatever. Yeah, this one is called the Flooded Land. Flooded something.
This flooded sphincter.
Yeah.
Okay.
Flooded District. Came back to me.
Was it? Did it come back to you, or was it written on your notes underneath your beer?
No, it wasn't. It just says flooded, see?
It just says flooded. Oh, there you go.
So basically,
Diablo 3
story-wise, what's happened is you come back home and the guys you've been helping to take back control of the city just fucked you. They just basically tried to murder you. They think you're dead. Luckily, your boat driver, Samuel, gave you half the amount of poison and then put your body on a boat and just pushed it out to sea.
So
you woke up on a boat, and then these assassins captured you. So you just wake up in a cage, basically.
with your mask.
Yeah, with your mask. But they took all your other shit. So that's the first side quest. It's an optional side quest, but we're going to do it because it's all those 10 sleep darts that I just bought, like your sword, all the potions that you had.
So is this the equivalent of, like, very loosely tying James Bond up over the shark pit,
Yes.
and now you're out?
Yeah, they just left me in a really easy to escape.
And they've told you their evil plans
So I had
to
two.
take over the world.
There's
or
actually
whatever.
2 ways to get out of there. So I broke that with bricks.
Or to watch Gotham burn.
I could have also became a rat and gotten out of that cage.
Oh.
Despite all my rage, I am still just a rat.
Despite all my They just re-released that album. 20 years old.
Is it still on 2 CDs?
Yeah, well, it's even more than that. There was like 300 minutes of bonus or no, I don't know. I heard it on the radio that they're re-releasing Melancholy and the Infinite Sadness. That's a
I
great...
got that CD for my birthday probably 20 years ago.
I borrowed that CD from a friend.
Oh, so wait till these 2
And-
guys are inside, turn on bend time, and run past them. You could take them out the old-fashioned way if you wanted, but that takes longer.
I borrowed that CD from those CDs from a friend and ripped it to a mini disc.
Wow.
If that dates me at all.
That's been obsolete for at least 15 years.
At least 15 years. Oh, man. Holy shit. I can't believe that.
We're old.
We're old, Greg.
We're old, Greg.
Love games. Yes, in fact, I do.
Love Baileys.
Oh, I love whiskey. Now I got that fucking Chumbawamba song stuck in my head again.
Alright, so right here, it's not entirely clear that this is the way you should go, but this chain is the way you should go. It's a big shortcut. Not a short, well, yeah, kind of a shortcut. So we're going to get our shit. It's like,
Seems like this game has...
so the arrow, you see that arrow? It's pointing to the right.
Yeah.
That's
There's 2 arrows. There's
I'm
white
going,
arrow.
yeah, well, I'm the opaque, or the translucent arrow. That's the one I'm going to, but it wasn't pointing at this door like 2 seconds ago. Anyway, come in here. There's these weird things. So,
It froze.
weepers, you can not be seen by or kill, but there's these weird things called
Jeepers. Creepers.
river
Jeepers.
things, like river mollusks. They're like big clams that shoot boogers at you.
All right, I'm on board.
You can be seen by them and you can kill them, and that won't affect your no-kill walkthrough because they're just like, it's like killing a plant, you know?
But plants are people too, according to PETA. No, I think animals are people too.
I was like, if you know what PETA is,
They're all crazy to me.
Audrey number 2 is a plant.
Animals are delicious. So why did you fill that oil up?
Because I know what I'm doing already.
Okay. What are you doing?
getting the stairs down so that I can get to the next area. So just bring it in here and flick the switch. Stair control. And that'll release the stairs so that you can get to the next area. How cool is that?
Wow. Steampunk indeed.
Those are steam stairs. Steam powered.
Steam valves?
Steam valves? Yeah, why didn't Steam make this game?
Why
aren't all Steam's games steampunk games?
Yeah. What if Half-Life just took a dramatic turn? Well, then at least they're releasing a new Half-Life game.
This is the Half-Life art designer. Half-Life 2 art designer.
Oh, that's right.
That's why this game's so awesome. Part of it. It definitely has a similar feel.
It does. Atmospherically, it feels very,
especially
very
with
much
the
especially
loudspeaker.
like this, with like the collapsed, walkways and stuff, and walking along pipes. Very much like the art style. Okay, the environment reminds me a lot. It's very reminiscent of Half-Life 2.
Yeah.
The art is very cartoony. I still don't.
Oh yeah, the art is more Fable-like than Half-Life.
Yes.
But the atmosphere is
very Half-Life.
What's that city called?
In Half-Life?
Yeah.
Shit. That
You should know that.
I should know that.
It's like a number.
42. No. City 17. City 17. I think it's City 17. I have to lay Google that now.
Yeah. Okay, so we're still doing the get your crap back side quest. Once you power this next thing up, you'll be able to descend to go get your stuff. However, there's weepers around and can't be seen by them, and you can't kill them. So you're going to want to use your dark vision to make sure you don't...
City 17. I was correct.
Yeah, it sounds right. So there's a weeper right there. There's one there. So just be careful here. You probably wouldn't be a bad idea to save right before this, to tell you the truth.
Because there's just so many dudes.
Yeah. And they're kind of unpredictable. They're not like guards. They just like walk around. Sometimes they puke and like...
Will they ever like dramatically do a 180 and just like spin in circles?
They won't spin in circles. They might turn around. But yeah, if you can, grab them and choke them out, because your gear is sitting over there and you don't have any sleep darts right now. So once you get your stuff back, it'll be a lot easier to start taking people out.
That'd be a pretty cool New Game Plus option. New Game Plus challenge. Naked mode.
Oh, no sleep darts?
No sleep darts, no sword. All you get is that base level of blink.
You can just choke people out and blink.
Yeah.
That'd be... that wouldn't be that hard to add.
No, it's not that different from what you're doing. I mean, you've probably used a dozen sleep darts.
Yeah, and I've probably used bend time 2 or 3 times.
Yeah.
And just to kind of speed things up.
Yeah. It wouldn't be that dramatically different. But it would be an awesome above and beyond challenge. I've been thinking about that a lot because I've been working on Medal of Honor.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not a particularly difficult game, except that it's not a well-balanced challenge. Like, there are moments where it's really tough, but then like I reload from the checkpoint and it was almost like the enemies got a good dice roll and they just screwed me and I just got unlucky. And that makes it difficult, but that's not a good challenge.
So there's those
I think
clams.
Bearded clams?
Yeah. So I'm just going to chuck some grenades at them for fun, just to kind of show what they look like and show that you... Oh, why didn't they die? Come on.
Beat those bearded clams up. That was kind of a symmetrical water effect. Anyway, what was I talking about? Oh yeah, good challenge versus a difficult game.
Do you think Dead Space Hardcore was a good challenge? Dead Space 2?
Yes, and a difficult game. No, I think it was a good challenge because it kept you on edge the whole time. I think it could have been more difficult.
Should I even bring up Darksiders 2?
Oh, fuck! I completely pushed that out of my mind. Fuck that game. I'm so goddamn pissed.
How far were you into that? 20 hours?
I was
16 hours?
Yeah, maybe about that. Maybe closer to a dozen.
12 hours without dying, and then you die.
And that's skipping
That's
all
it.
cutscenes. And
Yeah.
that's like beelining it. That's doing like, and that's not running around exploring. That's going exactly where I want to go. And I fucking died during a platforming section.
Which is supposedly impossible.
Yeah. So Darksiders 2.
Well, hold on. We're coming up to a little tough part, so don't go off into a full rant quite yet. I know you want to, and I know you've made the same rant a dozen times.
Just say Darksiders and I'll go off.
Got a bunch of assassins right here.
Or say
I got
Mitt Romney.
This went pretty fast for me. Usually, so you jump down, and usually you have to wait for a guy to like flash over to this roof that's right below me. Mm-hmm. I got lucky, and he's already there. Mm-hmm. But if you just wait there, he'll show up eventually, pickpocket him, and then you can pretty much just blink towards that door, and they're not really looking at the middle of the map for some reason. They're like checking corners and stuff. So that saves you a bunch of time. And this next section is also quite difficult because this is the hardest level in the game, by the way.
Okay.
Mainly because these assassins are now guarding instead of guards.
Now, what is the mantra of these assassins? The creed of
So
these
that guy.
assassins.
So right here, you want to use bend time because there's a guy just sitting at the top of that bridge, just looking over the edge, and you can wait him out, but it takes like 5 minutes for him to move. Which is kind of annoying. Get your sleep dart gun out right here because there's dogs running around and you never know where they'll be because it kind of it's based on how fast you get through, and you can see one sleeping right there. Luckily,
Okay, hardcore mode idea, brainstorming time for this game. So you can autosave at any time, obviously, or it auto saves frequently, and you can manually save at any time, right? So that removes a significant amount of the challenge.
Yeah.
Hardcore mode removes that.
This would be a very tough game.
Removes that. And do you remember like Metal Gear games? They gave you a ranking at the end.
No, I don't remember that.
So Metal Gear games, they will give you a ranking at the end, and they grade you based on how many times you're spotted, how many people you kill, how many times you reload.
Wow.
How many times... I can't remember if they judge you on how many times you save. I feel like the old school Resident Evil games judged you on how many times you saved. Like, to get the best rating, you had to play through the game in one sitting without saving at all.
This game would be really tough.
But like, if you... It keeps giving you the nice checkpoints, but if you decide to revert to checkpoint or die, that counts as one. And you can't manually save, or you only get a limited number of saves.
If this was only checkpoints, but you could die as many times as you want, wouldn't be that hard. Checkpoints are pretty good.
No, you can't die as many times as you want. It counts how many times you die.
Oh.
It's just you don't... Like, you can't save and perfect a section without fear of consequence.
Well, if you couldn't save in this game, it would be a really tough game.
Well, no, you can save. You can save when you want. But it might be like, extra credit. Finding certain runes or something is like extra credit. So imagine you're in school and let's say the teacher says, okay, there's 1,000 points total. in the whole semester. Between homework and tests, there's 1,000 points. But there's also extra
So if
credit.
you found like 10 runes, that would equal a death. You could die once.
Yeah. That'd be really fucking cool.
So you could make up for it in other ways.
And as long as there's no bullshit S ranking like those crazy Japanese games that use
A
S
is the
ranking.
best.
No, S is not best in American
A
schools.
is the best.
A is the best.
That's what I
Yes.
just said.
Oh. Yes. S is not best in America. Thank you very much. That doesn't make sense.
Okay, so
That does not make sense.
right here, there's this guy Dowd, and you can't use sleep darts on him, but you can get behind him and choke him out. So for the ghost and shadow achievements, you can't be seen, so you have to choke him out. If you're just doing no kill only, you can fight him, and it gives you a chance to let him live or die after the fight's done. But I'm not. I mean, that's not what I'm doing here.
Sorry. I had a popcorn kernel stuck behind my last molar.
That's
and
annoying.
It was driving me insane, so I had to pick it out with my thumbnail.
Yeah, so that's who I'm choking out right now, Dowd. He's the leader of the assassins. And he has a bone charm on him, so
Ezio?
loot his body for a bone charm.
What's that, Ezio? What if
And,
it was actually called Ezio?
Be sure to get his key,
Oh.
which should be marked on the map. And then right here, you'd think this is like one of those sections where you'd think you'd keep going forward, but actually if you go back, right where you started is a door that was locked that you now have the key to. So you avoid 3 more dudes if you go backtrack instead of go forward. So that's what I'm doing right now.
So that wasn't Ezio.
So that was the hardest part of the game, I would say.
That didn't seem too difficult. Or was it just difficult and you're just making it look really easy because it took you a long time to figure
Yeah,
out?
I mean, I died a bunch of times
Okay.
throughout that.
It's always hard to tell when you haven't played it and you're just watching these videos.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, just because I made it look easy doesn't mean...
Right.
Even if you follow exactly what I did, sometimes guards aren't in the same spot. And sometimes you'll sleep dart a guy, and he'll fall down quietly. And sometimes you'll sleep dart a guy, and he'll fall down loudly, and the guy next to him hears it. And you're like, oh, come on. Like, I've done this before where it doesn't hear him.
Dude, that's such a... No, I'm sorry to interrupt you there. But that was such a dumb little video gamey thing there. It's just like a user interface thing that could be perfected. Where you were aiming at the door, but because you were aiming at the rails, or at the space between the vertical rails on the door, you couldn't hit X to open the door.
Yeah.
You had to look at the solid part. So
Yeah.
you could look at the thin...
All right, you're crazy, John.
Why am I crazy? That makes perfect sense. It took you 2 seconds to look at the part of the door that you had to hit X at, but you were rubbing your cock against the door.
Yeah.
You were that close to the door. You had to slide to the right and look at the thick part of it. I'm right. I am fucking right. That's
No, you're totally right. You're still insane.
why. Why am I insane? Why am I insane? Because I'm right.
You're like, oh my god, if you look at the air between the doors.
That's not well done.
Okay. This game's pretty well done.
If you're one of the people that created this game, or you create games,
Make the whole door clickable,
make the whole door clickable.
even if it has gaps in it.
Yes, that's
Okay.
maybe it's not a simple thing, but I feel that develop like anybody, when you're too close to a project, sometimes you don't notice things
So
like that.
this part right here,
In a game or
you
any-
want to go the route I'm going. It'll save you so much time and energy. So that lady I just talked to, she was infected, but her seeing you doesn't matter. It sounds like she's a weeper when you're in the floor below her, but she's not. You can just go this way. There's a rune up top. Once you get that rune, there's this train that comes by and dumps off a bunch of dead bodies.
That's a lot of dead bodies.
Ready for it?
Oh, that is. Oh man.
Yep. So just hop on top of this thing. This will save you 15 minutes, maybe 20 minutes.
Wow.
Like, because you have to go through. Yeah, this is a huge
Bring out your
shortcut.
dead.
Huge shortcut.
Bring out your dead. I need a bell. Just to ring.
You just have to make sure that you jump off in time or you'll get electrocuted. So just jump off there. Pull out this... Pull out the whale oil. And then you can get to the next area. And, like... I can't tell you how much time that saved from the way I did it the first time.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's smart. I like it.
It's like there's this huge area with probably 3 or 4 PBRs patrolling. So...
You got it right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Hemlock. Oh, so I noticed on some of the rooftops there were some crowns kind of spray painted on the brick.
No idea what that means.
Like the king's crown. King wears a crown.
Yeah.
Did you not notice those?
I saw them.
Do they signify something?
Not that I know of.
Because that was also very reminiscent of Half-Life.
Big Brother?
No. It was the message to the underground people to communicate.
I see.
Like, you're going the right way.
Oh. Huh. Didn't even think of that.
Oh. Okay.
Oh, so when you break that door, there's a bunch of weepers that'll come running because they hear it, but they don't see you. So just keep going forward and you should be fine.
I just had flashbacks from Dark Souls. The design of that little room reminded me so much of Dark Souls for some reason. Like, very early on in the game, there's a room kind of underneath the dragon bridge where you get that first dragon sword.
Is that dragon bridge the one where the thing blows fire?
Yeah.
Oh, right here I want to say something. Normally, there's a guy sitting here, and he tells you about how the key to this door right here that I'm about to go through is down the hall. And it's basically a face-off between Granny Rags and Slackjaw, and you have to kill one of them. Now, it didn't even show up for me. So I go over here, and I'm just going to try to, I was like, well, I'll just go over there anyway and check it out.
Right.
And see what the deal is. And I can't even get there. So...
Did you try reloading from a checkpoint?
I did this level over again because I thought it glitched.
Oh,
I did it over again. I'm like
20-something minutes. Wow.
Because supposedly it's really hard to get through without killing someone or being seen. So if you followed this walkthrough, I want to know in the comments, please, if you follow this walkthrough, if that skipped for you as well.
Like one of those people.
I just skipped a huge section. Like, I couldn't even do it if I wanted to right there. And I replayed this level twice because I was like, well, I should show how to get through that hard part.
You skipped the correct side quests or something like that.
Yeah.
You got lucky.
Because I didn't do any of the Granny Rags side quests. So I think that might be it.
Oh.
I didn't do the first one. I never talked to her one time.
She's still sitting back at home.
Yeah.
Playing with
herself. I saw her, but I didn't talk to her.
You didn't do her.
Yeah, right. So I think that's it. And that saves you a lot of hassle. I assume. So here's these shooter things. They're going to get me pretty good right here. But I got plenty of shooting clams. Yeah, I have plenty of healing potions. So I'm like, whatever. That's the only time I used healing potions throughout this walkthrough.
The squirting bearded clams?
Yeah.
Gross.
If the bearded clams squirting green things, you've got serious problems.
Get the fuck out of there.
Use your health potions and get the hell out of there.
And go see a doctor. So
that's the hardest level, folks. Ghost, no kills.
Flooded District. Game on.
Game on.